Hello everyone, welcome to Sacred Sexuality. Today I wanted to talk about a topic I thought it might be very a suitable topic to end this year and to start a new year. So if you're new to this channel, I discuss relationship issues and sacred sexuality topics. So if this resonates with you, if you like these kind of topics, please become part of the community and become part of the family of Sacred Sexuality, and I would love to have you here. So the topic of today that I thought it might be suitable to end this year and start a new year, how to deal with overwhelming negative emotions. We all go through a lot of overwhelming negative emotions, and that is life. As long as there is life force in this body, there will always be some challenges, especially in relationships. We always go through different challenges, and we can get sometimes bombarded with a lot of negative emotions. So I wanted to talk about how to deal with them today, and hopefully this technique or this tool might be helpful for you to deal with it. And I noticed that people, when they want to talk about negative emotions, they say, I am sad, I am depressed, I am frustrated. We have to be careful about the wordings that we use, because everything that we say, we send some kind of a message to the subconscious. So you are not sad. You feel sad. There is a huge difference when we talk like this, because you are the one who feels the sadness. You are the one who feels the depression. You are the one who feels, but you are not the sadness. You are not the depression. You are not the frustration. So identifying with the emotion makes a lot of difference in how we feel about the event itself. But when you create a gap or a space between you and the emotion, this gap or space mitigates the effect on the emotion on you, because you become the witness. So where did this come from? I want to ask you a question. How many times did you feel sad in your life? How many times did you feel happy in your life? How many times did we feel depressed? How many times did we feel frustrated? How many times did we feel even joy? But if I say I am sad, that means that it's something that is always constant, always there, because I am is I exist. So if I say I am sad, that means that it doesn't go away. However, we felt sadness many times in our lives, and it passes. This is an emotion which passes. Happiness passes. All these kind of emotions pass. So if I am the emotion, when the emotion passes, I will also pass. But this is not the case. It's like watching a movie. When you see fire on the screen does not get burnt. When you see a waterfall on the screen does not get wet. So this is the kind of gap. You should be the witness of the emotion. So some people would say, but I can feel the pain of this emotion physically, mentally, spiritually. Yes, but still it will pass. and you will be the witness of that emotion. So the key here is not to identify with the emotion. And by that, I'm not saying you should suppress anything. You should not suppress anything. You just should be the witness. Stay in the background, feel whatever you need to feel. Like, for instance, you felt you were in a situation with your loved one, and you had some kind of argument or a conflict, and you felt sad as a result. Stay there, be present, okay? Feel the sadness, but also feel the emotion and how it passes, because you're not sad 24/7. You're not sad when you're sleeping. When you're sleeping in deep sleep, you are empty. You are not who you think you are. You are not a personality. You are not an identity. You are not living in the US. You're not living in Africa. You're not a male or a female. Everything neutralizes. Even your partner that's sleeping beside you, you cannot take them in the dream. So this is what happens, but it's just that the mind, when we are conscious again, the mind starts playing and repeating the thoughts and the emotions and all this. This is only in the waking state. But when we are in the dream state, when we are in deep sleep, we leave everything behind. So this is the key. When you are living life, you know that, okay, now I feel some kind of a negative emotion, some kind of sadness, or even happiness. Happiness also passes. Nobody is like, there is an event that causes you to be happy, but then the event passes and you don't stay in the happy state for forever, for months, for years. So you are not your emotions, and this is very important. We always should learn to create this kind of gap and to be a witness for our emotions, because everything passes. Thoughts pass and emotions pass. The only thing, the amount of time you are staying in this state, whether it's happiness, whether it's sadness, the time you invest in this emotion, how much, the word paying attention. So you actually invest attention in that emotion or in that state of mind. So at the end of the day, it's up to you how much you want to invest in that emotion, that negative, overwhelming state that you are in now, because it's the attention that gives the emotion its validity and its strength. The emotion or the negative state or the negative thought, they get recharged and energized because you invest in them and you give them importance and you give them a voice. But if you just witness them and let them pass and know that they are only a sensation and it's going to pass anyway, or it's only a thought and it's going to pass anyway, then the effect becomes lighter and lighter by time. And by not identifying with the emotion and sensation and not saying I am sad, because I am is a very strong word. So by not identifying the I am with that sad emotion, that helps alleviate and mitigate the effect on us, and the negative emotion will not have residence, will not get energized from us. That's how I deal with negative emotions, and I would love to hear your feedback. Please let me know if you try this, and always remember that when you're watching a movie on the screen, whatever happens in the movie, nothing happens to the screen. So the screen is like the space, the screen is like the witness of the events, but nothing really happens to the screen. So you are the space, you are consciousness in which this play is taking place, these events are taking place. So don't identify with the negative emotions. This is actually also a prayer for me, for you guys, from me, to end this year on a positive note and to be able to deal with all our overwhelming emotions and negative emotions. Please let me know if this technique or this tool was helpful. Did you try it? Did it work? Or do you have another technique that helps you deal with your negative emotions? Blessings to all of you. I hope the new year carries all the joy and love and happiness and positivity for you guys all. And namaste from me and from all our community that wants to raise the vibration on this planet. And stay blessed.